We have had an exciting one so far, and it's bound to get a little bit more exciting as we go to overtime in the first semifinal of the LOVC tournament here in Arcola. Heritage, Arthur Lovington. Arthur Lovington Knights the 1 seed. Heritage the 4 seed. A big three-pointer in the waning seconds for Cody Reed for Heritage. Nice look. Tyler Schuring hits off the iron, doesn't go in. 4 extra minutes left to go. We're tied at 42. Luke, what can we expect in this overtime?
Heritage has to go down low, but if you're Arthur, you got to go right at John Taylor and get him out of the game. Once he's gone, it's a whole new ball game.
Taylor has a ton of points and 4 fouls that all came within a quick span in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Heritage skips a pass across the top, trying to find that post. Arthur's really dropping down and denying things into Taylor. Heritage might have to settle for an outside shot. They go inside that time. Turnaround shot, nope. Goes up and gets stuck.
Jump ball.
Jump ball, we're gonna go to the possession arrow. Heritage just won the tip. It'll be Arthur Lovington ball, and that's about, if you're Arthur Lovington, that's about as good as things can go.
That's a good note because Taylor had position, and he could just go over the top of everybody, so it was a good possession for Arthur.
All right, we'll see what Arthur does here throughout regulation. They were very patient, and then once they start getting some fouls on Taylor, they take it at him a little bit. We'll see what they do here. Big night tonight for Curtis Plank. Let's see how he factors in to the offense. He has the ball, gives it over to Siegmiller, and he goes to his right. He is guarded somewhat loosely by John Taylor. Number 2, Clayton Hahn's got 5 points tonight. He had it and then passed it off, and Curtis Plank has it back. Maxwell now reverses it back to Hahn, kicks it into the corner. Drive along the baseline where Taylor was guarding number 12. Curtis Plank puts it up and in. Nice baseline take. He knew he had Taylor out there. Taylor kind of lagged off a little bit. 44-42, Arthur Lovington leads here in overtime. 2:40 left to go in overtime. Deflection by Tyler Schuring. Heritage gets it back, feeds it into Taylor. He's collapsed. 3 people guarding him. Drive down the lane. We're going to foul. Siegmiller got some hand there as 21, Brandon Richardson. He's got 8 points. Trying to drive to the basket. He passed up a 3 I thought he was going to take, but took it to the lane. Going to go to the free throw line.
Probably not his shot up there at the top of the key, but what I really liked was John Taylor in the post, catches it, turning, faces up. He's got 3 Arthur defenders collapsing on him. That's 3 guys. So you got 2 open buddies somewhere around the perimeter, and he found Brandon Richardson to get to the free throw line.
Richardson hits a big free throw. 44-43 is now the Arthur lead. 2.5 remaining in overtime from Arcola. Big deep breath there for Richardson. Looking for his 10th point of the night and misses it. Rebound though by Taylor. Goes right back up and lays it in. John Taylor doing work on the offensive glass. Puts Heritage up 45-44. Siegmiller with it down along the baseline. Drives back up to his left. Tries to take it in against Taylor. Kicks it over in the corner. Maxwell with it now. Not going to guard Maxwell that hard out top. Siegmiller now to 12. Curtis Plank had the big take last time. Let's see what he does here. He passes back to his left to Maxwell into the corner to Siegmiller, who's guarded by Taylor, who we've said repeatedly has 4 fouls. Minute 55 left. Driving on Taylor. He's called for the foul. No. Foul, yes. Offensive or defense? I couldn't really tell what that was.
I think he was getting into that block foul he called.
Foul against John Taylor, his 5th. We will see how Heritage survives without him. Might have to become the Brandon Richardson show.
And see, personally, I don't like that call because they've been if it was a block, it wasn't a rough block. He is standing straight up, hands back. I think it was a good defensive possession there for John Taylor. It was a good block.
We've seen tougher play in the post than that tonight that's gone uncalled. So going to the free throw line though, Curtis Plank, very heady here in the overtime. Goes right at John Taylor twice. Second time gets the foul drawn. And first time made a basket, second time gets a foul drawn. Makes his first free throw. We're tied at 45 with 1:50 left to go in overtime.
And that's really smart by Curtis Plank. He knows that he has 4 fouls. Go right at him, have the referee make the call.
Curtis Plank and John Taylor, 2 big players tonight for these teams. Heritage going to have to go out without their big player. Little give and go fast break. Kicked it back out for a three. Put up. No good. Rebounded by Tyler Schuring. Can't get it down. It's Heritage. Arthur pushes it ahead. We'll see what they do. Maxwell back out by the volleyball lines. Gives it off to Schuring. He's going to drive now. And we get a steal. Heritage has it for a fast break. Layup. No good. Deflected. Rebounded by 21. Puts it up and in and fouled. Brandon Richardson came away with a loose ball. Had a step. Went to the basket and got fouled. 47-46, Heritage leads with a chance to extend that. 5 fouls against Andrew Maxwell of Arthur Lovington. He's going to head to the bench. Richardson will go to the free throw line for one shot. We got some confusion over what's going on here with Arthur's substitution. They put in a sub for Siegmiller, and then Maxwell had to come out. Had to come out after fouling out. Richardson kind of taking over here in the absence of John Taylor. Free throw up and bounces around and good. 48-46. Heritage leads. A minute 23 left to go in overtime. Caleb Schrock with it. Gives it to 4. That's Jeremy Plank. Curtis Plank has it into the post. Shot up and good. We're tied again. Number 4, Jeremy Plank, found himself open in the post. Got it, and 1 minute left to go in overtime. We're all tied at 48. Heritage pulls it down, takes it to the basket, but Cody Reed's shot was blocked by Tyler Schuring and knocked out of bounds.
And both teams are just getting after it now. Good aggressive play by both teams. Both are going full. I mean, it looks like it's the first start of the game here for both teams. Shiloh and Tri-County have something to live up to after this one. They're playing the second semifinal tonight. Into the corner it goes. Shot way off, but we get a little scrum for the ball. Knocked away. Who's going to come up with it? It was Richardson. Knocked away again. Heritage gets it back. We get a foul called against Heritage going after that loose ball. And two sides of the gym not in agreement with how things are going right now. I don't know which one he called. For the most part, it was all fine to me. The one that I didn't like was where the Heritage player came over the top of the Arthur guy to get after the ball. DJ Robertson, number 22, called for the foul, his 4th. Going to the free throw line is Tyler Schuring. And it's no good. Tyler has not scored tonight. Misses his first free throw. I believe it's his first trip to the line. Big spot here for the sophomore forward. Let's see if he can put one up and in here to give his team a 1-point lead. Second one bounces out, hits off the rim and goes down. Tyler Schuring has given Arthur a 49-48 lead with 40 seconds left to go. And Arthur has cranked up the defense. Coming away is Richardson. Drives down, loses it. Trapped in the corner. Arthur gets it away. And it's now with Jeremy Plank as they push it down the court. Schuring has it back. Clayton Hahn gets it. Tries to go underneath. Almost goes out of bounds. Heritage takes it away. And they almost throw it out of bounds. Don't. We get, oh my goodness, things are going too fast for us to call. Everybody about loses it a couple times. We're going to get a blocking foul against Arthur that's going to send Heritage to the line. Good aggressive move at the top. Had to rip through. Good defense. And it kind of rode him a little bit around the turn. Heritage almost threw it away right in front of the scorer's table. The player that made the pass had his head down. He was so disappointed. He was able to save it. I think it might have been 21 Richardson that saved it. And, it would have gone to the player, but he had his head down. Luckily, there was another guy for them out there. And great hustle, great hustle. We have had some wild battles for these balls the last couple possessions. Where we are right now, before I get too much further carried away, 15.3 seconds left to go in overtime. Arthur has a 1-point lead. It's 49-48, but Heritage will be going to the free throw line. Double bonus, both teams. So get 2 shots automatically. Chance to take the lead. And as the guy who's been the big key for Heritage all night, John Taylor, has 5 fouls. He's on the bench. And kind of in his absence, Brandon Richardson has stepped up. 2 big seniors for Heritage. And we'll see who's going to be going to the free throw line for Heritage here
when this timeout is over.
And I think Heritage has done a good job all around after John Taylor left. Their defense has improved. Their hands are a little bit more active. They haven't fouled as much. You got that 3 to send it in overtime the first time by Cody Reed. And then Brandon Richardson has just, I mean, he's taken over, like you said, in the overtime.
Sophomore guard Chance Lemon going to be at the free throw line, number 11. He's done his scoring tonight from behind the arc. He's actually going to be shooting 1 in bonus, apparently.
Not 10.
It hadn't. So we're still in the regular bonus. It wasn't the 10th yet. They had a mistake up on the board. Shot is up. It's a little short. Rolls off. Who gets it back? Heritage gets it back. Shot up and good. DJ Robertson puts it in. Arthur's going to call a timeout. They're down 1, 50-49 with 8 seconds left. DJ Robertson, senior forward, puts in his first basket of the night. Right place, right time.
He had to hustle for that ball. I mean, there was an Arthur guy all over him. Took it up strong and finished the hoop.
Those battles for loose balls tonight going to come back big, and whoever ends up winning this one. Don't count Arthur out, though. 8.6 seconds left. They can drive to the basket. Curtis Plank has driven. He's made free throws. He's hit from behind the arc. Plenty of time here. They got a great shot, and we're getting some more time put back on the clock right now. Looks like 9.3 might be where they're at, but I mean, they got a nice look earlier with a lot less time than this at the end of regulation.
There's lots of time here for Arthur to get it all the way back into the front court, onto their side, and then they've got so many weapons. They've got so many good shooters. Curtis Plank has been the main guy tonight, but we've seen Jeremy Plank, number 4, come off the bench and shoot well. Clayton Hans hit a couple, and Schuring just got his first point, so maybe he's feeling a little bit better now. He's an athletic guard. They're all really good, really talented, so there are plenty of options here for Arthur with 9 seconds.
Arthur Lovington will have to go to the length of the floor, but they will be able to move on the inbounds. And one of those big obstacles we talked about earlier with their inbounds, getting the ball inbounds, 6'5" John Taylor on the bench, finished with 22 points tonight for Heritage. But taking up his place, his fellow senior, Brandon Richardson, has 12.
Heritage needs to play good defense here and don't reach. You have the hands out, no reaching, contest all shots.
Yeah, we said there's plenty of time for Arthur Lovington to get a good look. There's also plenty of time for Heritage to make a mistake and foul and send Arthur to the line. So right now, Curtis Plank has it. He drives to his left. He's going to go to the basket, puts up a shot. It's blocked, deflected, and that's the ball game. Oh, are they getting nope, the foul's waved off. It came after the buzzer, and Heritage has upset Arthur Lovington 50-49 in overtime. The Heritage Hawks, the number 4 seed, going to go to the championship game of the LOVC tournament.
Wild one. Oh, boy,
wild one nice here in Arcola, Luke.
Great game.
What'd you think of that last possession there by Arthur Lovington?
It was good. It's typical from what we've seen of Arthur. There really wasn't a whole lot of movement by people. They gave it to their star tonight and put it on his shoulders. It was a good drive, but he got stuck down low. Maybe should have kicked it out to somebody who was open because he was double teamed down there. He's just in a bad spot.
And as we try and wrap things up here, it is 50-49. Heritage wins in overtime over Arthur Lovington. Like you said, they gave it to Curtis Plank, and he's done so many great things tonight for them, and tried to do it again, but met with some defense. Ball got deflected, shot got deflected, and knocked away.
Heritage played great defense coming into the overtime. They lost their star player, and the rest of the team just picked it up from there. Their defense got better, their offense, there was more emotion. They were all more involved. They moved the ball around really well. There's just Heritage became a different team there in overtime to seal the win. And Arthur, they've got nothing to hang their heads about. They played a great game. It's just a tough finish to it for them.
All right, I think we've got our totals figured out here. For the winning team, Heritage, the number 4 seed, John Taylor, had 22. Brandon Richardson, 12. Cody Reed with 8. Chance Lemon with 6. DJ Robertson with 2. The only points he scored right there at the very end to end the contest and to give Heritage their final lead of 50-49. Arthur Lovington led tonight. Curtis Plank, 18. Nick Martina, 9. Jeremy Plank had 11. Jumped over him for a second there. Clayton Hahn had 5. Caleb Schrock with 3, Evan Siegmiller with 2, Tyler Shireen with 1. So the LOVC tournament doesn't go the way Arthur Levington had hoped. They lost in the semifinal here, 50-49 to Heritage. Thank you for watching this game on DouglasCountyDigest.com.